Hi, my name is Bridget McGrath from TahoePT.com, and today we're going to talk about how to design a weightlifting program. So the first thing that I want to point out is if you have any movement deviations, if you've ever had any serious injuries, or if you have any asymmetries, then you really want to visit a personal trainer or a physical therapist to get those addressed. That's a whole nother video, and we don't necessarily have time to go into that today. So if you find that you have normal movement patterns, you've never had any serious injuries, then let's talk about our next step, which would be safety. So you want to lift safely. With every design program, you want to have safe weight increase intervals. You always want to stay within an appropriate rep and set range, and you always want to lift weight that you're comfortable with lifting. If it feels like it's going to injure you or you're going to be too sore the next day, decrease your weight slightly. The next critical aspect to designing your weightlifting program would be your goal. So first you want to assess, what is your goal? If you want to increase your speed, then obviously you would have a different program than if you wanted to increase your strength. If you wanted to increase your strength, your rep range would be smaller, your weight would be higher than that for hypertrophy or for endurance. So first you want to assess, what is your goal? Think about, if you're training for a specific sport, what are the things that you would like to do for that sport? If you want to jump higher, if you want to have more power, if you want to have more conditioning, more speed, or more endurance, then once you assess that goal, you would design your program accordingly. With respect to training for sports specificity, you might want to see a trainer because you can get into really specific aspects of how to add to your vertical leap, etc. But just as a basic overall for what your rep ranges and rest periods should be for a goal-oriented weightlifting routine, for endurance, your rep range should be in the 12 to 20 reps, and you want to rest between 30 and 60 seconds per set. For hypertrophy, then your rep range should be in the 6 to 12 rep range, and you want to rest no more than 90 seconds in between each set. If you're training for power, then you want your rep range to be between 3 and 5 reps, and you're going to rest 2 minutes in between each set. For strength, your rep range would be between 1 and 3, and you're going to rest 2 minutes in between each set. And that's a basic overview of what your rep and set range should be for each one of those goals. Any responsible weightlifting program is going to have worked into it balance. So for every push, you want to have a pull. That would apply to upper body and lower body. You don't want to be one of those guys that just trains push and walks around like a gorilla, because that's going to lead to pain, injury, and movement deviations. And those movement deviations compound upon themselves over time and can really lead to lower back pain. So you want to always have balance in your routine. To cover all of your bases, as a good simple program to start with would be to have upper body push, upper body pull, lower body push, lower body pull. And what those would consist of would be like, for an upper body push, think bench press or push up. And for upper body pull, think pull up or close grip row. For lower body push, think squat or leg press. And for lower body pull, think lunge or deadlift. I'm Bridget McGrath from TahoePT.com, and you just learned the basics of designing a weightlifting program.